In the mid-1990s, a Nabisco marketing campaign claimed that there were at least 1,000 chocolate chips in every bag of Chips Ahoy. A group of Air Force cadets collected a sample of 42 bags of Chips Ahoy cookies, bought from locations across the country to verify this claim. The cookies were dissolved in water, and the number of chips, any piece of chocolate in each bag, was hand-counted by the cadets. The average number of chips per bag was 1,261.6, with a standard deviation of 117.6 chips. So, first off, why were the cookies bought from all over the country? Well, that was to try to guarantee independence. So buying the cookies from all over the country guarantees bags are independent from each other. That and the sample size of 42 guarantees the conditions for inference, assuming there is no extreme outliers present in the data. Now, let's test whether the average number of chips per bag is greater than 1,000. We start off with the hypotheses. So, my null hypothesis is that the mean chips per bag is 1,000, versus an alternative hypothesis that the mean is not equal to 1,000. Could be more, could be less. The point estimate was given as 1,261.6. The standard error would be the standard deviation of 117.6 divided by the square root of the sample size. So 117.6 divided by the square root, try that again, square root, there we go, of 42. You get a standard error of 18.1. The test statistic is you take your point estimate, 1261.6, subtract off the null value, which my null hypothesis was the average was 1,000, so my null value is 1,000. And I divide by the standard error, 18.1. And I get a test statistic of 14.5, which, if you want some reference, generally once you hit 2, you're going to start thinking about rejecting. 14.5 is going to be a very tiny p-value. And in fact, to compute the p-value, vars tcdf 14.5. Let's see here. I have, sample size is 42, so the degrees of freedom is 41. Paste times 2. So you'll see that we get a very tiny p-value. So p-value 9.76. Keep in mind there is this e-18 right here. That means the decimal place is actually 18 places to the left. Really, for us, you can just say that the degrees of the p-value is less than 0.001. So definitely less than 0.05. We should reject the null hypothesis. Based on the point estimate, there is evidence that the average bag of Chips Ahoy has more than 1,000 chips in it. All right. Last thing to think about. Does part B, so we rejected null hypothesis, we're saying that it's not equal to 1,000. Based on my sample, it's safe to say that the average is more than 1,000. Anyway, does this part B confirm Nabisco's claim that every bag has at least 1,000 chips? Well, as far as every bag, no. The test shows that the average bag plausibly is more than 1,000 chips. The test does not guarantee that every bag has more than 1,000. So, this test does not give us anything about the minimum. It just tells us the average. For that matter, the test does not guarantee the average is more than 1,000, only that it is likely to be more than 1,000.